Who's at the Labour conference in Liverpool for us this morning. Good morning to you, Tom. You only have to listen and see the energy from Rachel Reeves in that report there to understand why perhaps that the YouGov poll has Labour 17 points ahead of the Tories this morning, and perhaps understandable then why many Conservative Party MPs furious with Liz Truss and Kwasi Kwarteng at the moment. Letters of no confidence being submitted again.
Yes, there have been some reports of that, although I think we shouldn't potentially over-egg this. The Truss regime is not in mortal danger at this point, and I'm sure there are probably one or two Tory MPs who will have put in their letters immediately as soon as she became Prime Minister. There are some Tory MPs who are more excitable than others, and generally the feeling in the Conservative Party seems to be that it would be silly to go for a leadership election a couple of weeks after the last one concluded, and that Liz Truss does have some space to implement her policy. But back to Liverpool and back to what the Labour Party is making of all of this, they are feeling very, very confident. This is the most confident a Labour Party has been at any Labour conference I've been to in the last 4 years, and it does seem to be that this is a party that thinks it will be in government after the next election, and some people here think that could be very, very soon. Let's have a listen to what some people I spoke to said yesterday following the Shadow Chancellor's speech.
It's the first time I've felt really positive in a while about Labour. I joined the party in 2020. I thought it was a brilliant speech. I thought it highlighted the positive future vision that Labour needs to highlight and that the Tories aren't highlighting, and I'm really positive for the future.
I think Rachel is one hell of a formidable woman. We've got a good Chancellor, and she will be a Chancellor in government. Vote Labour!
Yeah, it was really good, really impressive. First Green New Chancellor, so really looking forward to it. Obviously, more meat to come on the bones, but it sounds like all the policies are aligning and coming together, so really positive. And it genuinely feels like this is a government in waiting.
The overarching view there of the members here, of the delegates here, that this is a government in waiting. And yet, with that accolade, with that expectation, comes greater scrutiny. No doubt there will be people pouring into more of the detail of some of the policy announced, particularly yesterday by the Shadow Chancellor, saying that they would want to reinstate the top rate of tax and then use that money to fund more nurses. Well, that would be funded by borrowing, of course, because if you're going to accuse this government of cutting tax and borrowing to pay for that, raising that same tax doesn't raise new money. It's detail like that that may well make things harder for the Labour Party as they're taken as a more serious prospective government. But we're listening to Keir Starmer speak at this party conference, the big set-piece speech, the second speech of his leadership at a party conference, second in person, I should say, and that's coming at 2 p.m. this afternoon.